By 2020 is the worst year for Disney. If you don't know, Disney had basically, the worst time of any company this year. Even Paramount, a company that I said doesn't really have many big movies, has done better this year. And Sony definitely has done pretty well this year as well. But Disney has done the worst. The biggest and the most monopolistic company of them all, Disney, has attempted to buy many, many movies this year, you know, basically. And yeah, we only go over movies. Of course, we all know the theme parks have failed. Sports have been failing as well because of wokeness. But we're going over all of Disney's movies this year and see how well they did well. So, the first movie is called Wild. It was a flop. Nobody cares about it. And yeah, that movie flopped. It bombed. It was one of the few Disney movies that came out before the virus began. There's also a bunch of Disney Plus exclusives. Disney's only success this year was Hamilton, and that is based off a play. First of all, so yeah. And now we get into the big movies. Onward. Yes, Onward was the other movie that released before the virus began. Onward was a flop. It opened with $40 million, if it wasn't for the virus, it would have been projected to be Pixar's second flop in the catalog of titles. Onward also has lukewarm perception as well, only having a 7.4 on IMDb. That is still higher than movies like Scoob, but it still is not a success. Onward is not, it will be considered one of Pixar's weaker movies of all time. And really, you're just gonna start to see that. And yeah, Pixar has really just started going into the brandness of modern day animated movies, where it's brand so worse and boring. We have Artemis Fowl, no explanation here. We all know this was a flop coming. And then let's go back to Mulan. This movie was protected and defended by Disney fanboys probably ever since, this whole year, the beginning of this year. Yeah, these Disney fanboys in Mulan will be amazing. You don't understand the greatness of this movie. Well, if that guy ever came back to comment on this video, he would be shocked to see the fact that Mulan has a 5.4 on IMDb. And of course, that's the critic, only so the critic scores of Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic, but the scores are relatively low on there as well. 2.8 on Metacritic, which again, Metacritic does have less reviews than any other site. And Rotten Tomatoes also has a similar score to IMDb, so making IMDb's score very, very, very similar to the Rotten Tomatoes score, 51%. And despite Disney bots attempting to give this movie high scores, the movie is still only at 51% because not many people really actually like this movie. Mulan is nothing but a big failure. It had a very soft opening in China, and is also reports of it underperforming on Disney Plus, despite quote unquote skyrocketing Disney Plus downloads by 68%. So yes, Disney has basically become this year's company of failures. Basically, and even the Disney exec has admitted that the reason why this movie that the backlash has caused a lot of issues in Disney. And yeah, basically, yeah, the controversy of Disney, of Mulan, has basically just killed off the movie entirely. And yeah, basically all three of Disney's major movies actually all four of Disney's movies this year have caused at least some controversy. First was the dog CGI in Call of the Wild. Again, that was a Fox release. And also, as I forget, New Mutants came out and that flopped, but that was New Mutants. That was expected to flop. But yeah, Mulan had the controversy it had. Onward had the gay controversy. In certain countries it's considered controversial, and by conservative groups it was considered Christian groups, so it's considered controversial as well. But yeah, that was expected having a gay character in a movie basically every single time, especially in a kids movie, and of course the controversy that came with Artemis Fowl and how it disrespected the source material of Artemis Fowl. And I think that's the second biggest controversy that Disney had this year with movies and film besides Mulan. And yeah, the Onward controversy, I don't really think it hurt the film. I think really what hurt Onward was the fact that the movie didn't look that amazing to begin with. So yep, that's basically it about this video. Mulan is a failure. Onward was a failure. And basically that's basically about this video. Goodbye.